China has finally changed its stance about cryptos like Dogecoin. Within all the bad news circulating because of the recent crash, this is definitely something to be really optimistic about, and that's what we'll talk about in today's video. Hello guys, and welcome back to Crypto Fire, where we talk about Dogecoin, cryptocurrency, and investing. Before we go any further, please keep in mind that we're giving away $500 to a random subscriber. All you have to do is like the video, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and leave a comment on your favorite crypto. Read our description for more info about it. Now, let's get started with today's video. China has always been one of the most important countries when it comes to cryptocurrency investments. However, a few months back, regulatory authorities of China were totally against crypto. This single news from China resulted in a huge crash for the crypto market. However, things are a lot better now. Now, the People's Bank of China has stated that this crackdown on virtual currencies is over and now it will be under normalized supervision. That means there won't be any major regulatory actions in the near future and it will all be normalized. The earlier crackdown from China made cryptos suffer a huge crash in May, and now that everything will be normalized, chances are that there won't be any big crashes till the end of 2021. And obviously, that is great for the crypto market and Dogecoin. Back during the crackdown, China fully banned Bitcoin mining. The regulatory pressure on miners was already bad enough, and this just made miners reach a breaking point. Purchasing cryptocurrencies, trading, and exchange was all fully banned. This led to one of the biggest drops in Bitcoin prices and also made the Bitcoin mining rate in China drop 55% since the start of this year. However, Chinese miners have found a new home and have continued mining just like before. So even though there was a drop in the rate, it doesn't matter because now it's going back up. And that is obviously great for Dogecoin and other cryptocurrencies because China has always been important for the crypto market. Now that we know that China miners are back in the game, let's talk about some predictions about where the crypto market could go from here. Let's start off with a prediction made by the CIO of BlackRock, Rick Rieder. On Friday, Rieder had an interview with CNBC. There, he was asked his view on Bitcoin, now considering it has become the legal tender in a country, El Salvador. Back in November, last year, Rieder said crypto is here to stay and could even replace gold. And his opinions stay the same now. However, he emphasized that Bitcoin is volatile, so it isn't a core asset like bonds or stocks. But he did say that there are huge chances of Bitcoin going up, so it's worth having in one's portfolio. Besides Rieder, CEO of CryptoQuant also has bullish predictions. He says that even though Bitcoin has had a rough week, he's pretty bullish about it and he sees it going up. He tweeted about it. According to him, there are two factors that will make Bitcoin go up. One, the supply of Bitcoin is at a minimum for 2021. As the supply decreases, the risk of major sell-offs decreases as well, which really takes the price up. Another factor he pointed out was the fact that crypto whales are moving Bitcoin into derivative exchanges, which is yet another bullish indicator. Due to both these factors, Kai Youngju has predicted Bitcoin to surge up to $100,000 this year. And obviously, if that prediction is in fact true, it's absolutely great for Dogecoin as well. Only yesterday, the price correlation between Bitcoin and Dogecoin was below 40, but it's increasing day by day. Right now, it's at 43. So, if the prediction about Bitcoin is true, we should expect a huge surge in Dogecoin's value as well. Currently, Dogecoin is priced at around 24.5 cents, and looking at the past 24 hours, we can say that we've only been trading sideways. But if Kai Youngju's prediction is true, the value of Dogecoin might just be way above 40 cents. Since 2009, the year where Bitcoin was launched, we've been hearing a lot of negative comments. A lot of people keep saying it will die down soon. And with the recent crash, these comments have only gotten worse. But every time we hear these things, Bitcoin comes back even stronger. And now, Bitcoin miners have produced their 700,000th block, which is a huge milestone. After hitting the 600,000 milestone, it only took Bitcoin less than 2 years to produce 100,000 more blocks. Back at the 600,000 milestone, Bitcoin's price was around $8,000 and now it's at over $45,000. Bitcoin has come a long way, and because of this, it looks like it will just go even further. Bitcoin is doing great. However, if we look at other altcoins, they're not doing as well as Bitcoin. The altcoin season index is at 55 right now, which means Bitcoin is doing a lot better than the top 50 altcoins. That's why even though Bitcoin is doing really great, the fear and greed index of Dogecoin isn't looking so good. The index is at 34 right now, which means the fear of investing in Dogecoin is greater than the greed of a profit. However, people still have bullish hopes for altcoins as well. The CEO of Visa, Al Kelly, is optimistic about the future of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. Even though he said no one knows where cryptocurrencies could end up in a few years, he still thinks it's smart to invest in it right now. And he thinks his company, Visa being in the middle of it all, is a good idea. Anyway, I'll come back to more predictions, but for now, let's look at some great news about crypto adoption. Ever since El Salvador announced Bitcoin as a legal tender, many countries have started acknowledging the DeFi market and thinking of where they stand. Well, now it looks like Ukraine and Panama might be the next two countries to follow El Salvador. Panama wants to follow El Salvador and adopt Bitcoin. Meanwhile, Ukraine wants to regulate cryptocurrencies and create a stablecoin. But Ukraine and Panama aren't the only ones. The US is also considering adopting a cryptocurrency. And for that, a survey was held by YouGov America Inc. for US adults in which over 4,900 adults participated. Out of these adults, 61% said that they wouldn't be against having a cryptocurrency as legal tender. Considering the results of this survey, the US might just be the next one to join the club after El Salvador. Also, CEO of Grayscale, Michael Sonnenschein, recently said there are some nations of the world that will soon enough adopt Bitcoin even if their government doesn't take action. He focused more on emerging countries like Africa, Southeast Asia, and some parts of South America. A lot of citizens in these areas don't have proper access to financial services. So even if the government doesn't take action, cryptos will start to get widely adopted in these areas according to Sonnenschein. Moving on, a notable competitor for Dogecoin are the stablecoins. They have been getting a lot of hype recently and have started being used for many transactions. However, they don't provide as much protection and security as cryptocurrencies. Many US officials have started formally discussing whether Tether and other stablecoins are even a good option. Many think they threaten financial stability and are not a good option. This news is great for cryptocurrencies because considering stablecoins are being questioned, investors will be more inclined toward cryptocurrencies and Dogecoin. Moving on, let's talk a bit about the second biggest cryptocurrency, Ethereum, for a while. The famous research firm Coinmetrics recently tweeted about how well Ethereum is doing. In 2021, more than 6.2 million wallets have added Ethereum. And the investment and adoption of Ethereum are not going to decrease anytime soon. It's expanding rapidly even during the drop in prices. But obviously, when something is doing so great, there is competition, and for Ethereum, it is Algo. The blockchain company, Algorand Foundation, has its own token, Algo, which is a direct competitor for Ethereum. Even though it's the 18th ranked cryptocurrency by market capitalization, it's still growing a lot. And now, to give Ethereum more competition, they're launching a $300 million fund to support DeFi innovation on its network. For this DeFi innovation, they're coming up with a Verities DeFi program, and for this, they're making use of 150 million Algo, which is worth over $300 million right now. Even though it might sound bad, a little competition is always healthy. And this competition is creating a ripple effect, which is actually great for the whole crypto space, including Dogecoin. With that being said, let's go back to some more predictions. Everyone is predicting that Bitcoin's price has really correlated with traditional stocks over the past month. Is that true, and if yes, what's causing it? Even though all the countries adopting crypto seem like good news, as soon as El Salvador announced Bitcoin as legal tender, we saw a huge drop. A huge amount of crypto investors are coming from institutional investors right now, as stated by the popular exchange Coinbase. Even though investors thought this was good news, it might just be why the price of crypto dropped so badly last week. Some major stock indexes all went down during the last week as well. It was great news that Bitcoin is starting to get institutionally adopted. However, as that happened, it's predicted that if it continues, the correlation between Bitcoin and traditional stocks will also greatly increase. So, sadly enough, If you switch to Bitcoin to get rid of traditional stocks, you might be right back at what you were trying to leave. Finally, let's talk about the one thing we're all wondering about. Will Dogecoin reach $1 anytime soon, or is that just a dream we're all holding on to? Well, as we all know, Dogecoin has been highly volatile since the beginning. Even though it grows, there are some weaknesses that pull it back down. The main weakness is the fact that Dogecoin has no real-life use cases. However, besides the weaknesses, there are many strengths as well. And the biggest one is the loyal community and the supporters, including Elon Musk. They haven't left Dogecoin through thick or thin. So, yes, there are clear weaknesses, but if the loyal community stays and keeps investing, Dogecoin reaching $1 might not be just a dream, and I believe it could happen by next year. And with that, we've come to the end of this video. Thanks for watching till the end. If you enjoyed it, please consider liking and sharing it with your friends. Also, please subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications for daily videos on Dogecoin and cryptocurrency. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments section below. Goodbye. Take care.